Hello and welcome everybody, and thanks for joining me again. My name is Wilky and I am back with more Ghost in the Shell, and probably if you guys follow me on Facebook, you, I guess, have noticed that I posted something kind of unusual. And yeah, basically I screwed up a little bit, and with what I mean by that is that I received press beta access last week to the game, and the info I received along with the access was that we are even allowed to capture. And basically, I did that, and not really looking up any info whether or not we are allowed or anything else. And yeah, about like 7 hours after I released the video, I received a message from somebody from Nexon Europe that they're kind of shocked that I broke the press embargo, and that I please should take my videos offline. And I was like really irritated because I never planned or I didn't even know about an embargo at this point. And I was like really irritated because I thought, wow, I fucked up pretty badly this time. And yeah, basically I took down the videos relatively fast. That was probably a good thing that I was really at the PC right now, and I was able to react within like 15 minutes or so. And I tried to reach out to my contact person from the YouTube network. However, I received the message very late at night on Friday, and it was kind of, I was not really able to reach out to my contact person to try and clear up things. And yeah, that was kind of really bad. And like I said, I was really irritated the whole weekend because I really was like, damn, I fucked up or I did something wrong. And yeah, so I took the videos offline. I communicated with the guy from Nexon a bit, and I really tried to solve the issue. But so far, at least not myself, I couldn't really do anything. And yeah, basically, all I have to do, or all I was able to do, was wait until somebody would have contacted me. And basically what happened on Monday is that my contact person talked to somebody in the PR or whoever. I do not exactly know who is in charge of that and who was, and you know, there's a lot of people working on stuff like that. And yeah, I was pretty much just waiting for an answer. And wow, oh, that was terribly close. And I was pretty much just waiting for an answer, and my contact person contacted me that there was like a miscommunication happening at some point. I do not know where, and to be perfectly honest, personally, I do not care. All I really care about is that there's no consequences and no like damage done or anything. And it seems that that's not gonna be the case, at least from the message I received. So yeah, I kind of received message that there was a miscommunication happening, and there's everything seems to be alright now. And yeah, I was kind of pretty happy about that because really, hopefully, no consequences following. And yesterday evening, I received another message from the guy from Nexon Europe. And I was like, really, why did he message me again? Is there maybe still something going on or something? I don't know. I was kind of still a bit worried of what he would write. But it turns out it was like a really pleasant message. And he simply asked me if I'm not interested in making a video or an episode about the game, stating how nice the people at Nexon Europe are with how the whole thing handled and stuff. And yeah, I was like, hell yeah, why the hell not? I mean, you know, I'm a really small YouTuber. My main viewers are not really into first-person games, so I'm really not that big of a marketing power for them. But still, they kind of gave me the chance and overlooked the fact that I literally screwed up and broke their embargo, and still asked me to, you know, make some advertisement for them, which is really cool. I mean, I like the fact. And that was no headshot, really. Alright, Rambo! Rambo. No, really what I wanted to say is that I was really pleasantly surprised by the way they reacted. That they kinda, came back to me and said like, wanna make a video? And I was like, hell yeah, I'm gonna do that. And like I said, I'm really pleasantly surprised by the fact and by the way they handled the situation. I mean, they could have maybe not sued my ass, but I broke their embargo, so I was certainly not doing something right. And pretty much, I like the fact that they gave me the chance to kind of make up for it, or it's not really making up. They simply just showed good sportsmanship and came back to me saying, if you want to do it, go ahead, and just send out a good message to your viewers that the people at Nexon are this and that. And I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna do this. Again, I'm really pleasantly surprised by this, and I usually don't advertise any companies or games, or at least not that actively, but in this case I'll make an exception because they kind of turned out to be more open to things than I thought they were, and I like this fact. I like the fact that they show a sign of good sportsmanship, and they kind of gave me a chance, even though I made a mistake. They kind of came back and said like, if you want to do it, go ahead, and I'm like, hell yeah, I'll do it. So if you want to check out the game, I'll be posting both the Steam link and the Nexon link in the description, so if you want to check the game out, feel free to click any of the links. Basically right now, the game is in early access, so to actually get access, you have to pay. Like, the cheapest access you can get is $5, which is really not that expensive. I mean, so far the game works pretty well. I have little to no performance issues. I never had a crash. There's a few maps, 3 game modes to play, quite a few weapons actually, and it will probably take a while until you unlock all of these, so it's pretty cool. And it's definitely worth $5 if you ask me. I mean, it's only for the access, but still, $5 is not really a lot, and that was a awesome jump headshot. It's $5 for access. Pretty cool if you ask me. And yeah. What else can I say about the game? Like I said, it plays relatively well. And if you like shooter games in a sci-fi setting, this is really going to be up your alley. I mean, there's not really much I can add to this other than it's a sci-fi shooter with... Yeah, the sci-fi shooter. That's really the best way to explain what this game is. And is there anybody else left? Horrible aim, I hope. Where the fuck is the bomb? What? Oh, really? How? What the hell? That was lame. I thought that small sign actually showed me where the bomb was planted. That was actually a pretty good bomb plant, because I didn't find it in time. Oh well. So yeah, basically back to the game. Like I said, it's basically a sci-fi shooter with skills to shake things up a little bit and actually give you kinda a technical and tactical depth to the game. Especially if you play with a few friends, because then you can actually skill sync, and that was horrible. Skill sync yourself, which basically means you can share some of the skills you have with your teammates. Which, obviously, if you, for example, share stealth or the movement speed buff, it opens a lot of variety and a lot of tactics you can approach the enemy with, and yeah. I think it's a pretty cool game. And if you like the game, if you like a sci-fi shooter, and maybe if you like the anime, I mean, so far, the anime does not really come into play when playing the game, because it literally is only a shooter. So there's not all too much, but... yeah, I mean, it probably doesn't hurt. That was a funky nade. I thought grenades were one hit, but unfortunately they aren't. And I'm so bad. This guy Lucid Dream killed like 3 people. But seeing the character he plays, he probably used his armor. I mean, there's not too many characters, so actually learning what they are is kind of good. What I don't like is the fact that every character appears to be the same if you fight against them. Meaning, you cannot tell what the enemy's skill is unless you see it actively being used. Which is, you know... I mean, when I press tab I can see it, but... Still, it kinda is unusual to me, and I thought at least the character silhouettes or something would be different, but they aren't. So... yeah, hopefully this guy, very good. He did it. Alright, maybe last round, maybe not. Let's see, I'm gonna go for sniping. I'm really bad at long range battles. I'm really a close range person guy. But let's see, maybe I'm able to score a lucky punch somewhere. I don't think anybody's coming this way. How did... well, there's a lot of sensors in the game. You can use the heat-seeking sensor in a drone or whatever, so... it's probably not that hard to spot me, but it seems that we are able to win this match. I mean, it's 4 versus 1, so unless he really packs out a punch now, we're probably going to win. Well, it's 3 versus 1. Alright, that was it. That was it. Relatively... well, I mean, it was terribly unbalanced because I think we were like 3 people more, but... you know. Maybe they're going to implement some kind of auto-team balance or something. And as you can see, I played a little bit. I'm already level 2. And you see, it doesn't take that long to actually level up. Wow, 500% XP boost. What the hell? That was... I didn't know that. That was cool. And there's a lot of things to unlock. Like, you have a lot of things you can attach to your weapons, and there are kind of like upgrades, but I haven't really figured out how they work yet. So, yeah, there's a lot of things going on right now in the game. But like I said, if you want to check the game out, feel free to click any of the links into the description. Again, shout out to Nexon for handling the situation the way they handle it. I'm pretty surprised. I'm pretty pleasantly surprised by that, and yeah. That's pretty much all I can say about this. Will I be continuing videos about Ghost in the Shell? Maybe. Like, my main game is definitely going to be Blade and Soul, especially once it releases. The problem is, right now, I'm heading towards my exams, so I'm not terribly bored right now, to say the least. It's like, really, I don't have that much free time on my hands right now, so I may actually end up not being able to play as much. And also I have like 8 or 9 videos lined up for Blade and Soul, so probably the most time, or the most of the free time I can spend on gaming is probably going to be sinking into Blade and Soul, like I said. But if you want to know something, feel free to ask me on both games. Maybe I'll do a weekly thing of Ghost in the Shell, similar to the way I handled Dark Souls 2, where I released a video each week. Maybe I'll do the same, maybe I will see. Anyways, hopefully you guys enjoy another video of me playing Ghost in the Shell, and as always, see ya.